We need to find ways to keep aged care facilities, retirement villages open to the broader community.
A day in the life of someone living in aged care is a long day.
We really want to make sure that people have access to their families and their loved ones.
What I really want is a future where I have a lot of really cool choices.
Remove that element of institutionalisation.
Create environments that give them more opportunity to live as we'd all like to live as we get older.
Creating change and having long-term impact can't be done by any one organisation.
We need to collaborate with experts in all types of industries.
And this is a great opportunity to get together with like-minded people in the industry to start looking at those problems and what the solutions are.
How the way you experience yourself, the way you think, which is influenced by your environment, can change your health.
Let's look at where 80-year-old people live, do more of that kind of stuff and try and make it better.
Architecture is about creating structures that have meaning for people by virtue of their capacity to provide them with a sense of identity.
Our buildings are not designed to protect us from both indoor and outdoor pollutants.
People have so many different needs and different desires, so we really have to think differently about the way we design a building or the way that we offer care.
Homes that are joined together rather than institutions that you go to, so that's the challenge.
You don't want to feel like you are walking into a hospital and seeing your family members, and that will also then give a sense of home and ownership to people living there.
We'd like to see an interesting place of my choice. I look forward to sharing a meal in.
What we were doing is a social movement of change of what aged care looks like for each of us going forward.
The focus on sense of belonging, sense of ownership of space, place visioning and place making as opposed to a traditional key focus on clinical care outcomes was great for me to see.
Really like the commercial side that a lot of them put in there and having the community run those commercial aspects as well.
I think the positives I took away from this morning were the connectedness that often is missing in aged care.
We felt like it was going to be a place where, not where people went when they needed care, but a place where people could live their lives well as they chose.
It takes a brave board to fund innovation, to take the risk to do something different, and to have the opportunity to get input from a variety of people we normally work with for our innovations and suggestions for positioning and designing our buildings going forward. Was just too good an opportunity to pass up.